Dear all, Autism Learning Materials Supermarket is an autism community project implemented by NBAI, AI for Autism, Job4autism and Mr. duong to provide authentic and updated 24/7 documents, thanks to artificial intelligence, for parents with children with autism and related disorders, specialized teachers, inclusive teachers, and therapists. Today, we would like to introduce video NO230, supporting children with ASD.
If you're a parent or an educator of a child with autism spectrum disorder, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The journey to find the right support, well, it can be really overwhelming. There is just a sea of information out there. So how do you figure out what actually works? Today, we're going to break down the most effective strategies and explore a brand new digital tool that's designed to put all of that power right at your fingertips. Really, it all comes down to this one huge question. How can we give a child the absolute best support during those early years when it matters most? We're going to unpack the answer, and we'll start with the most critical window of opportunity there is.
All right, let's dive right in. You'll hear experts talk about the period before a child turns 3 as the golden stage. And that's not just some nice-sounding term. It's a period of incredible, once-in-a-lifetime neurological opportunity.
So what's the science behind this whole golden stage idea? Well, get this. A staggering 90% of a child's brain development happens by the time they're 3 years old. This creates this amazing window where we can positively influence their nervous system and build the foundation for all their future learning. The urgency is real, but you know what? So is the potential. It's absolutely immense.
And this right here gets to the heart of what early intervention is all about. The goal is not to cure autism or change who the child is. It's all about empowerment. It's about reducing the challenges they face with things like communication and behavior, so we can help them build adaptive skills, gain independence, and ultimately improve the quality of life for them and for their whole family.
Okay, so we know when to step in, but what does the right kind of intervention actually look like? This is where the whole idea of integrated therapy becomes so important. So on one hand, you've got a single therapy approach. A method like PECS, for example, which uses pictures for communication. It's fantastic for that one specific skill, but it doesn't really touch on motor skills or other learning challenges. But then, on the other hand, you have an integrated approach, and this model is just so much more effective because it's holistic. It's combining multiple therapies, behavioral, speech, occupational, into one personalized plan that addresses the whole child, not just one tiny piece of the puzzle.
This is exactly why it's so crucial to choose therapies that are actually proven to work. They're called evidence-based interventions, or EBIs for short, because they have been scientifically tested and validated over and over again. By focusing on methods like ABA or the play-based approach of DIR/floor time, parents and professionals can be confident they're not wasting precious time and resources on treatments that just don't have the science to back them up.
So how does all this theory actually turn into a practical, day-to-day plan? Let's take a look at what this integrated, evidence-based approach really looks like in the real world, both at home and at school.
Okay, here's a great example for intervention at home with really young kids. You might have a package that focuses on connection and interaction. In practice, this means parents are using DIR/floor time, literally getting on the floor, playing with their child based on their interests, and building that crucial emotional bond. At the same time, they're weaving in communication skills in a totally natural, loving way. The parents become the primary therapist, making these techniques a part of everyday life.
Now, once a child starts school, the whole strategy evolves. It starts to revolve around something called an Individualized Education Program, or an IEP. You could think of it like a formal game plan, a roadmap that's created by a whole team, teachers, therapists, and parents, that lays out the child's specific goals. So in the classroom, a teacher might use ABA principles to help with learning, and then in a social skills group, the kids get to practice interacting with their peers in a safe, guided setting.
But let's be real for a second. Finding these therapies, understanding them, managing all the different parts, and coordinating between home and school, it is a monumental task. The sheer volume of information can be completely and utterly overwhelming, and that is the exact problem that this next solution we're going to talk about is designed to solve.
This brings us to a really innovative new tool that's designed to cut through all that complexity, a comprehensive digital library built specifically for ASD support.
The first key feature is just making information accessible. Now we're looking at some actual screenshots from the library here. You'll notice the text is in Vietnamese, because this particular version was developed for that community, but the features themselves are universal.
The library uses powerful AI to take these super dense, complicated scientific studies and summarize them into language that's easy to understand. Plus, it can translate them, breaking down barriers so everyone can get the latest info.
Next up, it gives you immediate personalized support. I mean, imagine having a question pop into your head at any time, day or night. An intelligent chatbot that's been trained on trusted data from places like the CDC can give you instant, accurate answers. It's kind of like having an expert on call 24/7, ready to help you navigate whatever challenge you're facing.
And look, powerful tools don't mean much if they're a pain to use, right? So this library is designed to work on any device, whether you're on a computer or on your phone. And with features like text-to-speech, it makes sure this vital information is truly available to everyone, no matter what their needs or technical skills are.
So what this all adds up to is something way bigger than just a collection of articles. It creates a connected ecosystem. When parents and teachers and therapists are all on the same page, sharing the same high-quality, up-to-date information, you get consistency, you get collaboration. It empowers every single person on a child's team and builds a stronger, more informed community of support around them.
And that leads us to a really powerful final thought. We are just scratching the surface of what's possible here. By using technology to make this evidence-based knowledge easy to get and easy to share, we're not just improving the support systems we have, we're totally redesigning the future. The question is no longer just what the best support is, but how we can deliver it to every single child who needs it.
Autism Learning Materials Supermarket would like to thank parents, teachers, and interventionists. Please disseminate to relevant people in the autism community so that more and more people can access this authentic and scientific learning resource. To raise awareness in the community, please subscribe to watch the next videos. For any questions, please contact the email below.